Welcome back, Belito. I'm always happy to introduce our next guest, the ever inspirational, the big doggy dog, Mr. Tony Subramani. How are you?
I'm good, Diego. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fantastic. Always
Great.
better for seeing you in the mornings.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's great to be here. Good morning to the viewers. You know, as I was driving down here this morning, I recall having put something up on social media not so long ago. And very often we hear this phrase, easier said than done. And I was thinking about it, and I thought, well, the person who came up with that needs to be arrested, and the reason I'm bringing this up, Diego, is I want to talk about the regrets that we've gone through in life, the regretful experiences that we've actually, been through in life, and what has that taught us, or what is it going to teach us? For many of us, we're fortunate that, having gone through the regrets, we've learned our lessons, and we've become better people out of it. But sadly, there's so many people that are so stuck in the regretful decisions they've made over the years that they've lived, that they seem to just churning this out every day of the week, every day of the month, and it's just their lifestyle. And Waldo Emerson said that life is all about experiments. The more experiments, the better. And that's what life is about. We were never born to be perfect. We were never born and put on earth to be absolutely able to take the perfect, correct decisions all the time. And there's people that have sat back and regretted so much that have happened in their lives. It could have been related to their finances, their relationships, so many aspects in life could have been affected by poor decisions that were taken. You either get a bad decision or a good decision. The amazing thing about that process, Diogo, is that you did take a decision. It may have been wrong, it may have been right. But don't mellow in the bad or the negative decisions that we've taken. It does not have to take over our lives. And that's what I want to talk about this morning.
So basically, you can learn from a negative or a positive decision. Either way, the decision's made. And there's always something that you can take away from it. And
Absolutely.
wallowing in those negative decisions provides no learning.
Yeah.
And that's what it is ultimately about, is it not?
Yes. Life is all about learning. It's a learning experience, learning curve that we go through every day. You're quite right. When you make the right decision, you're kind of so excited about the fact that it worked out, and it could have been in business or whatever, and you're very chuffed about that. But how often do we celebrate those negative decisions and we say, listen, I've learned to listen out of it. It may not have given me the desired results I was expecting, but you know what? It's given me something bigger. It's something that I can hold on to for the rest of my life. It's not just a short-lived kind of experience that I've had there. It's a long-lived experience that you carry. And then when you go through the experiences and you grow and you glow from these experiences, you're no more living a life of regret, right? And very often people experience the regret, they go through it and they think, but how do I get out of that lifestyle? And I want to suggest some things that we need to do. One of the things that I've always emphasized in the work that I've done with youth is to focus on your strengths. Even though you've made some poor decisions, you've also made some very strong decisions. You've excelled in various aspects of your life. So grab onto those. Focus on your strengths. And as you focus on your strengths, you realize that these other so-called weaknesses are actually weak. They're not as strong as what you make it out to be. Secondly, is embrace your regrets. Feel it, understand that it's there, and realize that you're not alone.
And there's a difference between wallowing in that negative space and actually embracing it and taking it all on board and learning the lessons that it has to teach you.
Wallowing is just keeping you like on a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it takes you nowhere. Right?
And how would you recommend getting out if you are stuck in and locked into that wallowing phase of that negativity or your bad decisions? How could we get out of it? How could we break out and actually expand our vision to learn the lessons that it has to teach?
Very good question. Very good question. It's a simple word. It's actually two words. It's a committed decision. You make a committed decision at that time as you're reliving these regretful lives, and you say, I'm committed to change. I'm committed to make the best out of what has been put out in life there. When you commit to the decision to change, you find that it's so much easier to start living a life of no more regret, but of bliss. What happens with all the regrets that we're living with, Diego, is that fact that it creates an emotional constipation. Now, I'm going to, but you're constipated, you're stuck emotionally, you're not
Yeah.
embracing any more emotion. So,
Not letting it flow.
yes. But the point about it is that when you're stuck in emotionally, you're stuck in negative emotion. And also what happens when you're making the decision to change, you start embracing positive emotions. And that gives you so much more to look forward to. right?
Definitely.
The
The way you think is the way you feel, and the way you
Yes.
feel is the way you think.
And that's what will give you the results you desire. Right? The other thing is talk to people. Talk to people. You can interact with people who've probably been through similar situations, because the greater the support you get, the greater the movement towards positivity is all about as well. Because you don't want to mellow in it. You don't want to get stuck in it. You don't want to become overwhelmed in it. So it gives you a chance to move forward. And the other saying that we always come across, which can be quite limiting, is that it is what it is. It doesn't have to be what it is. It doesn't have to be. As soon as you get out of those two very popular sayings, one is that easier said than done, or it is what it is, we're ready to take some action. Because the moment you say it is what it is, or easier said than done, you're automatically closing off any opportunity to grow and glow. You're just putting yourself in the little box and saying, well, that's what's life all about, and it should not be. So my message out to the viewers this morning is that there's an opportunity out of every regret to grow and to glow. And let's make this an absolutely joyful week ahead of us as we start to embrace our regrets and make it work for what it's worth.
Definitely. Tony, ever, ever, ever inspirational. Thank you so much. And I think we often get stuck in this position where it feels like there's an elephant that you have to eat before you can overcome and get through to a positive place.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you can do it one bite at a time.
Yeah.
And people can look to other people like yourself for this inspiration. So thank you so much for your time.
Yeah. And the last thing is that if viewers are looking out to talk to someone, they're welcome to chat with me. My number is on the screen. It's 081-533-6565. There's so much that you can actually share with the people. Make the effort. It's worth the while.
Tony, thank you so much.
Sure. Thanks.
A quick shout out to Marissa and Karin. Thank you so much for watching. We love the love and support. And a big thank you once again to Tony in studio for always giving us his guidance and knowledge. And we look forward to welcoming you back after the break.